combat, I think. We're
combat
heading to
just
my
ended.
house.
Headed back towards Barton Compound.
Now with the possibly death god possessed Wilbur.
Excuse me.
He's not possessed. Both him and the god want you around.
We,
All right.
I remember I said we didn't have to kill Wilbur before.
Does anyone want to recap last session for a hero point?
I mean,
Get it,
yeah.
girl.
I'll. What?
Shouldn't be too
Get it.
difficult.
Get it, girl.
We fought Zeke and friends, and we thought that it would just be a piece of cake, and they almost handed it to us quite severely. We were able to get them all in the end, and we searched their bodies, and we found a note from a bounty hunter, like with a bounty on the watch, dead or alive, signed by my father. I did not tell anyone that I found that note signed by my father. We took Zeke's truck, and now we are heading to my abode to sleep it off.
Wait, say I don't remember that part about your father at all.
But she didn't tell us.
I did not tell anyone that my father gave the order.
Well,
Now he's dead.
You know, a lot of priorities for some guy running away. Not that I know.
And
Anyway,
Wilbur... Oh my
is-
god, wait! I totally forgot that May and Wilbur had like a heated, passionate kiss at the end of the battle.
with a little bondage play as well, as he's now tight. Well, he's now handcuffed in the back of the truck as we're going this way.
He's ready.
That's fine.
he's like
He seems into it.
handcuffed back there, but like since you guys are all inside the truck, he just like kind of pokes his head inside the little little window in the back that's just like a tiny opening. He's like puts his head up to it so he can talk to you guys in here inside the truck as you drive back to Barton Combat. Yeah. So what would you like to do? You guys, if anyone wants to discuss anything else, or if you just want to get back to the compound.
I believe we were interrogating Wilbur still.
Yeah, feel free.
You
What
were
would you like
there,
to
man.
do to Wilbur?
Hey, yeah, what you been do to him?
All right, Wilbur. So, you've been hearing voices from God of Death, and these just started recently, or?
Well, I wouldn't say that I've been hearing voices, dear, but he hasn't actually really ever talked to me. But you know, honestly, like when we got into a bit of a scuffle back there, I just kind of prayed to him that he wouldn't take my friend and it wouldn't take you, Miss May, to join him on the Astral River. Obviously, he gave me some kind of purpose, but I have never heard his voice.
Well, Zeke seemed to be perfectly okay with you doing this. In fact, he even asked for your help for stuff. So, it's something that he was aware that you were doing?
I think he may have been aware of when I first prayed, and I was able to give him a little bit of life force back. And I guess he assumed from there that I could do it again for him.
Okay.
Seems a bit hypocritical from the magic lyncher, but
Remind me what I know about the I don't have to do a religion check for this, but I know magic is genuinely outlawed in the whole post-shroud area, and are the spirits considered something that just like the regular shroud people know and pray to? Is the religion by itself completely outlawed? I mean, Nevaris was the one that was behind the work, so I doubt she was preventing her own stuff, but how is divine stuff looked out?
Make a society check.
Society? I know all about society.
Or religion.
So that's a good old 3.
oh no,
Yeah, you have no idea.
I didn't grab the tablet.
Cool. All right.
You're just not in tune with shroud
With the-
policies on
shroud magic-y
religion.
stuff. It all seems like it should be the same, but keep that to myself and I'll hold on to that for now. Occasionally giving stares back. Making sure we're watching this kid. Yes.
He just says, as you guys kind of look at him, he says, after the reckoning at Greenflower and General Hart being dead and all, y'all leaving me there, honestly, I didn't have much other choice than to turn to my only friend, Zeke. He was always good to me, even though he was ethically questionable and had outdated principles.
Those are words for it.
Yeah. Yeah, this wasn't exactly the reunion that I wanted to have with y'all, but damn it, y'all burned down the only other thing I had going for me.
Yes, but we did let you live.
We didn't kill you, though.
We didn't kill you.
And I
Which
guess
is more than we can say for most people of the Shroud we've encountered.
I'm thankful for that. But you have to understand, I was in a vulnerable spot, and Zeke was there for me.
Well, not
All right.
anymore. He's not.
So I guess we have to be your new Zeke then. We'll show you how to live better.
I'm gonna teach this guy how to
It's on you, May. You said it.
If y'all
Hey man, I
keep me
mean,
around-
there's redemption available for many. All
Yes.
walks of life at any
Just
age.
Don't turn to the gods. They're all miserable dicks. At this point in time, you need to learn to live for yourself. Don't
Yeah,
be
there's
doing
no-
any of this praying stuff.
There's
Don't
a
spoil
spirit
this.
program we're running that
I mean,
May
Wilbur,
would be
you
happy
do-
to help you with.
it's hard. It's hard, Miss May. I wanted to protect you, and I turned to the spirits, and we're both still here.
That may be true, but the spirits are not trustworthy. We need to learn to use your own power. Can't be.
Can someone change that broken record? Gee.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of the three spirits we know, which one didn't turn out to be a miserable dick? The one that
be
now hates
fair-
humanity, the overbearing mother and that was vindictive and wanted the whole execution kind of thing, or the actual god of humanity or the civilization progress, whatever, that believes that subjugation and genocide were their ways about doing it. I'm sorry, which
What about
one of those was
Oracle?
I supposed to pray to?
I mean,
out of here?
to be fair, dear Jeffrey, did not choose to become what he's become now. It was forced upon him.
Again,
And
one of the other ones I just put on out here, and the has now become a good old hater of regular people. So
I
tell me,
guess I'm just saying, your act of hatred takes a lot more effort than. I mean, these gods haven't killed a single one of us. So why do you give them a second thought? They've obviously lived rent free in your head, May.
yes, yes, they do. As do most things that try to kill me.
Wow.
But the Oracle didn't try to kill any of us.
all right, anyway, so you're gonna turn left here, and then like 2 more blocks down, it's gonna be a right, and then there's a gate, and it should be still open, and you can go that way. And that's how you get.
Thanks.
Also a misanthrope. Because plenty of people have tried to kill us as well, right, May?
That is true.
And those people are dead. Spirits are a lot harder. Now, there was a cage that was able to hold Jeffrey that has me a little bit intrigued as to what it was made out of. But that's a whole other story.
Figure that out.
That would have been the good old Noaris that gave them the power to contain. So
All right.
if you want to start talking to a god and figure that out, I think
Actually,
I don't think Noir's is going to tell me how to kill her.
if we can turn this into a like a godbuster kind of fucking campaign and figure out a way to fucking capture gods and contain them,
We'll have to go by some kind of moniker. The boys, perhaps. Or
I might drop all the religion I know, all +4 of my religion to
Godbuster.
start talking some more, May.
little do we know that the reason that we don't see any of the other gods in the other campaign is because we killed them all in this one.
Reach.
But
But
yeah. don't trust gods, and we'll go and reconvene. Alexa, stop. Would have been helpful an hour ago, 2 hours ago.
Here's your alarm.
Alexa's like, you overslept.
You
This
stupid
daylight
son.
savings time thing has not been fun. Where was I? Oh yeah, let's head back and then we can rediscuss where we are with things.
Let's negotiate.
So you guys pull back up to the Barton compound, make it there, no problem. It's kind of the same as you saw before, you know, the well-manicured lawn and front gardens and whatnot, but it doesn't appear, again, that anyone is here. So you can certainly enter.
Entrez-vous.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just let us in.
Yep.
I can.
Let us in.
What would you like to do? You're here.
I believe we're gonna rest, heal, and we can start talking about what our next course of action is gonna be now.
Yeah, everyone
Need
get a
to
good
go-
night rest, and then we'll go back to Demont
Get that.
and let them know that the job's been done and see about getting a ship.
Get that boot.
May, Wilbur, your room's over here.
Hey,
And
into the
before they
twin.
enter, I would like to do some telekinetic hand stuff to like light some candles. But that's it.
Some rose petals down.
Okay, kids, so you're gonna sleep on the couch in the other room. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, shouldn't he be watched?
That is true. Crap. All right,
I mean,
I'll
get
watch
them
him.
under
I can
your
sleep on the
feet.
floor. It's fine. I don't. It's not a problem. If I just have like maybe a pillow or a blanket,
A what?
a pillow or a blanket.
Hello. You don't know what a pillow is? It's the way a redneck says pillow.
All right, fine. I'll watch him. I'll watch
Okay.
him.
No one go in my dad's room. That's just weird.
Why is that weird?
Well,
Yeah,
I'd slowly
they
We're
already-
sleeping in like the rooms of your brothers and
Yeah. The
that,
Yeah, but
it's
no one
weird
goes in
to
my
your-
dad's room.
well, they already all went in your dad's room the last time
Yeah.
you guys were here.
Yeah, but no one has to
Yeah.
sleep in
Hey,
his
huh?
bed. That's just
All the way
weird.
from your dad's room.
All right, whatever. I just go into my
Literally
room.
Great. You guys can rest for the night.
That's right.
Rest in Virginia.
Rest and heal.
I stay up a few hours sketching some new designs for Demont for when we see him the next day.
Nude.
I know. I thought you said nude first. At first, too. I was like,
I thought
Some
new
nudes.
design.
Some
New
tasteful
designs.
nudes.
Try- French women.
Yeah, anybody else want to do anything this evening before you just like rest for the night, or you just want to go to sleep, wake up the next morning?
Jerk one out.
I use fly a bunch before I rest, and then I reheal it.
Let me do it.
I fly around the house for like an hour, and then I go to sleep.
Let me do a luck check to see if there's any tissues.
Is it dexterity check of any sorts?
Performance?
check.
Performance,
Ah,
yeah.
If we're doing this, you can do a performance check to.
Well,
I think we just have to finish the bit.
Someone has to finish.
I may. Well, you tell me. 23?
Well, what do you
Pretty
think
good.
the AC of your penis would be?
You never could imagine.
There's only so much of it, so not too high.
I'm gonna say 23 hits.
Yeah, probably a 22. Yeah.
Roll for climax.
I hope you went into the other room.
I edged a little too long, and I almost couldn't bring it back.
Meanwhile, the cat's just in your room watching you the whole time.
There's no cat.
Kneading.
Oh, Levlin. My bad.
All right. I guess if that's it, then you guys can get a night's rest.
You get some really good night's rest.
Right before I fall asleep, literally right before I head hits the pillow, like in honk shoes. Like I go sky rockets in flight, boom, Shoot.
That's better. You guys wake up next morning. The sun comes up over the water. It's new morning. You guys are fully rested. You can recover. Consider it a recovery of your spell slots and hit points and all that good stuff. You guys can also all go back to having a hero point, with the exception of Bessie has 2.
Cool.
Can we say I have an extra hero point too? I mean,
Yeah, you do.
I
Feeling pretty
also
good.
take a hero point away.
You had to spend it for that action.
yeah. You have the reroll.
just on whatever your next roll is.
The phone rings in your father's office. It just happens to be where the phone is, but in your father's office, but that it rings.
That's where I cranked it last night and spend the night as well. So, hello.
I dart in there and open the door like, don't answer.
This is Barton residence. This is Reginald, the butler speaking.
Nice.
You you hear Myra's voice on the phone.
Oh fuck yeah! Thank
She
God.
says, "Luca, that's clearly you.
Well,
I know your voice well enough."
You wouldn't have known that, Myra.
That's true.
Is Bessie around?
Did you actually burst in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right here.
Who is it? Oh, you said Myra. Hold on.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
dad.
I can say that out loud. Yeah.
Hello? What up, girl?
She says, Bessie, I have some news. It's Mr. Carmine. Well, he's using me and Gerald's song and revamping it as a campaign song for his bid for president of Mercola. If all goes well, we'll be traveling with him all across the country performing and campaigning on his behalf. I wanted you to be the first person I told.
Well, that's great, Myra. That was such a beautiful song that you had written without me. I'm so happy for you. I don't say it like that. I'm just joking. I'm genuinely happy for her.
Yeah, we definitely didn't fucking read through those lines there.
She says, yeah, he wants us to, revamp it a little bit, and because it's kind of, it's more of a melancholy song than a, hey, let's vote for this guy song. So
Yeah, I mean, just don't let him bully you into changing it too much. It's your song, If he wants you to write a different song, you can write a different for him,
well,
It's your art, not his.
It seems like this song really resonated with the people of Miss Moore, so I don't know. Me and Gerald are gonna try to make it work. We'll see.
I'm hearing only Bessie's half of the conversation, so I'm trying to put things together. I'm like, is she gonna be with the like on the campaign trail with him?
It sounds like it. It sounds like so you guys are going to be traveling with him performing on his campaign trail?
That's the plan. That's what.
Where are you guys heading to first?
Oh, we don't know yet. It's a little. We're not that far yet. He hasn't given me his schedule.
He's paying you fairly, Myra. You know not to take less than what you're worth.
Oh, he's paying. He's paying very well. I don't think Gerald's gonna have to be a busker anymore after this.
Should we ask Myra to do a little espionage for us? Since she's going to be close to this guy?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, Myra, just keep an eye on any fishy business that he gets into.
No, let's ask her to fucking do some shit, man. Not just keep an eye open, like...
Well, Carmine hasn't done anything against us yet. He's just running for president.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying, like, overtly, like...
Obviously, he's the villain of the whole campaign. Anyone could tell.
But yeah, he does seem to be, working up something, though. Okay, keep an eye open. I guess that's all we can really expect from
He's
her.
That's all we can
something
expect her to do. Just make sure he doesn't get into nefarious. He doesn't put you in a place where you're doing something, against what we've been fighting for. He is more about the dollar than about the,
Morals and values.
Yeah.
Necessary.
Yeah.
We killed one president.
I'll do what I can. I'll keep an eye. I'll keep you informed if I can. And I mean, I don't know how much longer you're going to be here, but I guess I just happened to catch you at the right time.
Well, we'll just keep reaching. When we get to, we're this morning we're gonna go see Demont for that ship, and we might be gone for a little bit while we do that. But once we landfall again, I'll contact the Whisperwell, and you can just keep calling there and seeing if we've reached out, and vice versa, and we'll just pass messages through Wade.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fine. Yeah, I'll keep an eye and ear out, and we'll figure it out from there. Are all of you in the office right now?
At this point, yeah.
Oh, anyone that wants to can make a perception check.
Ooh. I do want to.
Tonight is gonna be bad. That's an 18.
Before everybody perceives, I try to hide the tissues real quick. Perception 22.
21
What does a
for me.
nat 1 get me?
This issues.
You find this issues.
Find
You
the
gotta blow
tissues.
your nose.
Okay.
These used.
So the high roll was a 22. Okay. Cool. Myra's just like, okay, well, I'm glad I reached you, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
Love you, girl. Be safe. Wait until you hear what happened yesterday.
Oh my
Guess
God.
who May kissed?
You're saying this as with Booker in the room with you.
Yeah.
And is Wilbur in the room, or where's Wilbur?
Wilbur is in the room at this point in time.
Wilbur is-
Probably still handcuffed at this point.
Right. He
I'm
blushes a little bit when you say that out loud.
What does May do?
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna walk behind him, put like my palms up to his ears on both sides, and then I'm just going to start looking at Bessie and giving her a very, very angry look.
All my
Uh-uh.
blush.
She is blushing at this time, but
Anyway, girl, I'll tell you all the details next time we talk, but we gotta get going.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Wait, what does she say in reaction to that?
She's just like, ooh, you're gonna have to tell me the tea.
this time the palms around his ears start going to like I start squeezing his head reflexively more to the
He's
point
like,
that it
now,
almost-
Miss May, that's a little bit tight there.
all right. Okay. I'll let everyone know what's going on, and you be safe. Keep an ear to the ground. Don't let him throw money at a problem. Make sure he treats you right.
Of course. Yep. Sounds good. That's what I'll do.
All right.
All right. Talk to you later. She hangs up. You hang up the phone. Shortly. Oh, do you guys want to do anything else while you're here? What do you want to do?
So our current mission is to go to Demont, get our boat, so we can go and deal with the whole spirit situation.
Yeah.
We still have General Barton, who's, I'm guessing, acting president as of right now. I don't really know how the chain of command works with that, if there's an election going on, or if it's just like full-on dictatorship kind of situation, or what. But we know he's gone north, I want to say, and the other lodge here is going to go and try and deal with him. So we're gonna ignore that for the moment, and we'll, yeah. Other than
I think
that,
it's going to take some time for the Rusted Watch to build up forces to march onto a high reach. So I think we've got a couple of days to go.
all right.
We're running out of time to meet with the gods. There's an actual deadline.
While you guys are talking, there is a knock at the door. Just like a
At the
couple-
front door or the office door?
At the front door.
You guys stay here. Technically, I'm allowed to be here.
Can I stealth up to a window to try and see, get a view on like the front area?
Yeah, you can make a stealth check.
start banging pots and pans and
I'm gonna-
24.
24. Okay. Yeah, you can sneak up to a window and you kind of look out the office window. And you just see like a cloaked figure at the front door, like in dark gray, like hooded.
I'm gonna
Right.
cast illusory disguise on myself to look like a maid of some sort,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell them to just like hide or just stay upstairs, and or stay in the office. And I'm gonna open the door.
Pull out the gun and kind of keep a vantage point. Still staying stealthy as of the moment, but just in case.
I go back into the closet where I was doing autoerotic asphyxiation.
Grace is like, "What's this belt doing on this?" Don't worry about it.
I was looking for my belt.
The worst part, it was already there.
So I'll open the door and just like act timid and be like, "May I help you?"
You open the door. You see like I said, a figure in a dark gray cloak pulled over their head and a white plague mask jutting out the front of it. And you recognize this is
It's Corvus. No, this is the scat
Raycath and the Songbird?
Raycath and the
no, this is actually Cal, who you saw with the rusted watch in the town square.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
And he says, because he actually let me see something real quick. Bear with me 1 second.
Did we tell him we were going to the Barton compound?
No.
No, you did not.
Okay.
Now, to be fair to them, they do have magic.
How,
Yeah,
Donnie,
he had those.
how does dispel magic work?
You cast a spell, you have to make a d20 roll, and based on that roll is whether or not it works. Is he casting something?
He's
Is he trying to counterspell my illusory disguise?
he's trying to cast a spell magic on you because he.
Okay. So he rolls a d20 and adds, I believe, his spell, add the relevant skill or counter it. To make him roll a spell attack, essentially.
A spell attack. Okay.
Against my DC class?
This doesn't change. Yes, this doesn't change items. The target is an artifact. Target.
All right. He's gonna roll. He's gonna roll try to dispel your disguise. He does not meet your DC. As he just like snaps a finger, trying and like it like you could it you see some-
Wait. So what did he get?
He got a 17.
Versus
25.
okay, so that doesn't automatically mean that it fails. So
Classic
it
feel.
can counteract an effect
Classic
of
feel.
a lower level
Classic feel.
than the dispel
The
magic.
classic
Dispel
look for the
magic's a
archives
spell
of
rank 2,
Nephies.
and I believe illusory disguise is spell rank 1.
I like the part where he just says he doesn't do it.
It is a spell rank 1. So what does that mean?
So it would dispel the.
Called in time.
So
Because dispel magic is a level 2. He's casting it at a second level.
that's the reason why. Yeah, you would usually prepare dispel magic at a higher spell rank to get something. So even if you fail, you can potentially do it as long as you don't crit fail. But
Gotcha.
yeah,
So
it'll still dispel.
he snaps a finger at your face and dispels your illusory disguise.
I'm still in like my silk jammies, so I'm like, excuse me, how rude!
He says
I was not decent.
he's not. He kind of looks down like at the ground and says, "Sorry for the sneakiness."
very sneaky, sir.
Because you guys did not perceive him being outside the window in the office as he observed your conversation. But he was out there listening and watching. But he says,
Super.
truly, I did not want to intrude on your rest. That battle outside the wicked tree was quite something. I'm assuming you were doing a favor for Hugh Demont.
Okay.
I only
Wrong.
warn you that you must be careful. He does have power in this city, but make no mistake that he takes twice as much as he gives.
We just want a boat. Do you have a boat you can give us? Because then we don't
Well,
have to
wait.
deal with
Did
this.
you pop out of hiding? Are you still hiding, or did you walk out?
At this point in time, it's another mage, so I'm not as worried about shooting him in the face. So it's especially considering he watched us all from the window and just
We don't
admitted
know that.
He just said that.
Yeah, he admitted that he was spying on us. So
We don't. Okay.
He just said that he was watching us from the window.
He was being sneaky, yeah. Like,
We don't know what he just said.
anyway. So, he says, "May I come in?"
Mm-hmm.
I
Wait.
guess.
It's my house, May.
are you a vampire? You have to tell us.
Yeah, you gotta tell us your vampire.
I am.
You want to be having this conversation out in the open or in here?
Just respect
this?
the rules of
Cancel your
whose
request
house
to come
this
in.
is.
Cancel your request to come in and just do it instead.
I step aside so that he can walk through.
Just come in.
Just
you said?
walk. Just come in.
I walk. I step aside.
Don't invite him.
I step aside so he can come through, and I'm like, well,
He
I-
walks in. He comes in.
I saw him.
Yeah. So you told him that you want a boat. May says you guys are looking for a
Yes.
boat.
If you don't want us going through Demont, we want a boat.
I have a question, and it's very important. If you were spying on us, why did you have to dispel my spell, you creep, to see me in my negligee?
At that point, I had already seen you in your negligee, so I did not think it would.
I did not know that.
Now you do.
You're digging your own grave, buddy.
This guy's a perv, May. Make sure you're covered up too.
Oh, don't worry. I bring out the claws. I've been known to be very emasculating. Let's
Go on with what you have to say.
Yeah,
Oh,
threaten to
what
rip
do
his
you have?
bird dick off.
Well, you're looking. For
I don't think he's a bird, right?
Say again.
Was he a bird? Or I know he had the mask,
He had
but
a
this
plate
wasn't
mask on. Is he a bird?
But we wouldn't.
Where's my dragon?
We haven't seen him as
No.
being like an actual Tengu or something, right?
No, you.
I still say rip his bird dick off.
Okay.
He says,
So
unfortunately,
come with my dragon.
I don't have a boat. We don't. The Rusted Watch does not have a boat that you could just have. And I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I don't know how truthful Demont is being with you. He does not control the harbor anymore. You're going.
So you're
to
saying that no one in this entire town owns a frickin' boat we can use?
I will.
At this point, we're just gonna have to rob a fisherman.
Hey, hold up. I do have a whistle.
Mm.
Let's just let the guy say what he's got to say, guys. We don't have. Let's just. So, what are you proposing? What are you
Well,
saying? Get on with it.
What I'm saying is that if you need to get a boat out of the harbor, then you're going to have to go through the Soul Company. Some of the Rusted Watch broke off from us and joined their gang when their leader made promises we couldn't. The Bygone Order was never about getting rich quick. It's about the greater good of the world. But some of our members didn't seem to believe in it. Now, perhaps Demont can put in a word with the Soul Company.
Hi, Olivia.
Are you looking at
Sorry.
me?
What are you doing?
I can see.
I saw her slowly, like,
I saw your eyes. Sorry.
you got 5 minutes. Come over here. Don't interrupt, though. You can just watch.
That was how we're getting to meet the gods.
All right, so you're saying we need to go see the soul, who
Soul
kind
company?
of re-recruited some people who were promised like a get quit rich quick kind of
It is possible
success.
that Demont could put in a word with the Soul Company. But if you're expecting him to hand you a ship, I'm afraid he has misled you. If you don't
You're
believe
saying we
me,
wasted our time.
you can go to the dockyards yourself. And he says, "Here's my card," and like he pulls a business card out, and he says, "If you think the Feral Hand could ever spare a member or two for the Rusted Watch, please give us a call."
Olivia, I said that you can watch, not talk. What? Whispering is still talking. That's in case Daddy pulls a map up so that we can see the map.
I take
Maybe.
Okay, so at
That's
this
nothing.
point,
Well, thank you for the card. Now, I'd love for you to stay for breakfast or something, but we have things and people to see.
He says, "Don't we all?" And he turns his cloak around and walks out.
Does he like?
He whips his cloak around.
Absolutely. I mean, why else have
his
a
card.
cloak?
Is it an impressive card? Are we impressed?
Can I make a perception check to make sure that he's left the area and stuff now?
Drace is like, "Let's see Cal's card."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the
What's
the
it look
font?
like? What's the font? Yeah.
Is it bone white?
Impressive.
Yeah. What's the? Is it Is it? Is it wingdings? Is it a wingdings?
Fucking wingdings.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Wingdings.
Not about the wingdings.
I said I want to make a perception check to make sure he truly left the area and he isn't
Is it
continuing to
papyrus?
spy on us.
Yeah, you can make a perception check. That's fine.
Burnt.
And you see-
That was what a waste of a nat 20.
Yeah, he's gone. He's walking down. He's leaving the compound. He is gone.
And there's
do a
no one else
perception check.
around spying on us or anything, right?
Not that you can see. No, not of nat 20.
Okay.
I'm doing a reception check on the font on his card.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm doing a perception check on Mike doing a perception check.
23.
It's Helvetica.
Oh, Vetica. That's a
Hell,
reputable font.
Mm.
All right, guys.
It's like an
I still
ivory
think
card and black font. Yeah, black Helvetica font.
What's the thickness? Does it drop like a fucking platinum credit card when you drop it?
No, it's like cardstock. It's not anything fancy.
I think less of them.
as you
Yeah.
should.
None
okay.
of us like sense any kind of like
Guys,
magic on it though, right?
Let's have a real conversation now.
Do you have
Besides about
detect
this,
magic?
What
I'm
do you have
trying to
against
see.
role playing, Amy?
I think I do.
I don't have anything against role playing. I'm trying
Yeah, I
to
have,
continue the role play.
Yeah, I have
But
arcane
I don't
sense.
give a shit about his business card.
Whoa, we.
What does that do?
I have arcane
Arcane
sense.
sense gives him detect magic.
I got you.
I put on Huey Lewis in the news.
I'm just making sure it's not any kind of like special like properties or something with the card, like be a magic card, like that he wants us to do something with. I don't know.
No, it's not. So you cast detect magic, and it's not like a magical card. There is a little bit of like, just an aura that like you know that it came from like a decently
Did you see yourself up there?
powerful entity.
It's a blue mana card, isn't it?
There's nothing special about the card outside of that.
Not the card itself, no.
All right, kid, you got 2 more
How
minutes.
far away is this island?
It's a couple days travel by ship.
What is it by dragon?
The dragon gets
One way
us
to find
out
out.
of places.
Best taxi ride ever.
I will blow this whistle. Don't you make me.
It doesn't get us too
I can't
places.
imagine that's going to be a comfortable ride or anything. But
For yourself.
So I still think it's important that we see Demont, whether or not there's a quid pro quo again to get a ship. We can go from there, but
I agree.
um
You should go tell him we did what he asked and see what he says.
Coffee.
I mean, and I still think that what he asked us to do before was pretty reasonable.
I mean,
No
honestly, I
offense,
don't have any
Wilbur.
regrets.
You guys are
I have
having this
no regrets.
conversation, and then Dano just comes in. He who has been out of, he's not been in this office the whole time. He comes in from the kitchen with a just a cup of coffee, and just takes a sip, and big lumbering body, almost hitting the sides of the hallway, and just did I miss something? What's going on?
Holy shit! I forgot you were here, Dano.
I didn't realize he was here either. I thought he was still at the town. I don't know.
Yeah, we Callan stopped by and he warned us that Demont might have ulterior motives or not giving us the full story, so he's just kind of warning us of working with him. And
Dano, do you know how to steer a ship? Do you know how to sail at all? Does anyone here know how to sail?
negative.
I've sailed
No,
before.
but
I mean, not long
heard the
distances,
sound.
but based on where we have to go, I think I could possibly get us there.
Perfect. Okay, so if Demont doesn't work out, I say we just take a ship.
Okay. So
Um,
should we have a backup? Yes, I love that. That is the backup plan. Good. I was about to say, should we have a backup plan if he tries to double cross us? But
Yeah, if he
Also,
says
so-
no, we'll just take one.
why do
Let's
you think
take
that
one.
guy came here? Do you think he came only to tell us Demont is shifty? Because that seems a little weird, right? I mean,
I mean, we would have to be idiots to not suspect that. Hey,
right, to just
Yeah.
openly trust everybody. Like, what a weird
just
thing to
openly
do.
trust some
No.
super rich guy. Yes, he makes amazing suits and he's so talented beyond his years, and his designs will go down in history as some of the best.
All right,
fashion in the
yeah,
world.
that. But, I mean, at the same time, maybe he's trying to have us not focus on our Demont side dealings and wants us to go help them out rather than this. But
I mean,
he's
perhaps dealing with
going a weird
Soul
way.
because they recruited so many of the Rusted Watch. Maybe
yeah, they want us to go talk to
Discrediting
these
them.
guys.
maybe discrediting them to some degree, or I don't know, would bring some people back to the Rusted Watch.
Okay, so the Rusted Watch wants us to distrust Demont.
They want us to go deal with their problems of deserter, with the broken half of their branch,
Right.
which we don't need to.
The Soul. Okay, so what do we know about the Soul Company? First off, how's it spelled?
Soul, S-O-U-L.
Okay, it's the Soul
Lame.
Company.
And I believe
Is
this is the
the
first
Soul
mention
Soul
you've
Company.
heard. And just to be clear, just to my about the dialogue that Cal gave you.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, wait, pause that. Go.
Good night.
Say
Good
good
night.
night. Here's Carl.
Mangy car.
Oh, well then I guess crawl.
Another big.
All right, well then walk up there if you're not a baby. I'll watch. Go to sleep. Go up to bed, Olivia. You can go, or I can come in and I'll turn the lights off and then go upstairs. I love you. I'm sorry you're sad. I'll come check on you before I go to bed, okay? Go try to go to sleep, okay? Neither of them are asleep. He is also up. Okay.
So two things. One, I think this is the first mention that you guys have heard of the Soul Company.
Okay.
I had never heard of it while I lived here.
No, you had not. The other thing is, Cal said that you're gonna have to deal with the Soul Company. He meant that more in terms of if you're trying to get something out of the harbor. Not that, please deal with our problem. You know, it was.
Right.
Gotcha.
And so it's members of the Rusted Watch broke off from there and joined to try to make.
You said about half? Is that the number I heard?
He didn't say half. He just said some.
Just
broke off.
numbers. Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's it. He's gone. Dano came in
Alright.
with a cup of coffee.
Regardless,
sipping
if Demont's like, oh, okay, well, now that you've done this, go see Soul Company, whatever. Still dealt with some shitty people that he dealt with. Again, no offense, Wilbur. And
Hey, we didn't say we had to kill all of them. All that we had to do was make sure they weren't going to cause a problem anymore.
perhaps, you
And as
know,
of right
with,
now, he's
with
fine.
a good night's sleep and a hearty breakfast, he'll be willing to
I think our we have to go back and see what's what.
Exactly.
So what's the plan?
yeah, I
what
have
do you guys
some
do?
I have some business.
Let's go see Demont. If things go badly, or if he makes any further demands, we'll just leave it on the table there, and we'll go and we'll take matters into our own hands.
I like it.
Okay, cool. I just need a quick 120 to get myself ready. I'll be right back.
One quick 120.
One.
Does it mean 120 minutes or an hour 20?
120
Oh
minutes.
my god.
It's even worse.
How about instead you just cast illusory disguise again?
I cannot risk being disillusioned.
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 So I rush back to my room to get ready. I don't take 2 hours though.
I'm gonna spend all my next skill slots learning disillusion.
Alright, so you guys heading back to Demont's
Demont's.
office?
Yes.
The
Right,
mom.
you guys go back there. Same building you were in before. Francis and Madge are there waiting for you. They start the routine of like asking you to remove any weapons and magical items.
We're not going through this again.
We already got an exception yesterday. Have them make the same exception.
Demont.
We want to see your manager.
Demont steps out of his office, and he's like, just has like a handkerchief in his hand. He's like wiping his hands. He goes, "Well, I heard you guys handle business, and the state of my bar seems to be as good as ever."
Yes, we're very effective. Now pay up.
I'll pay up.
He
Before we get into that, and I like bring my portfolio back over to him, I've done some work and I just want your thoughts on this.
okay.
Can I do a perception check on the handkerchief to see what he was wiping off his hands?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like checking that out too.
None of his enemies.
26 for me.
32.
Okay. Yeah, there's blood that he's wiping off from his hands, and you get like as he moves it around, like you can see there's a little bit of like evidence that there's like a little bit of injury on his knuckles on his right hand.
Maybe like he was doing some
Yeah, some interrogating.
bad.
Let's
cop-
just go into your office, and I walk past him to go through the door he was just in.
Make an athletics check.
I'll try to just in case Madge and
Francis.
Francis try to do anything. I'll try to like distract them as I see her making a break for it.
I'm gonna use a hero point to reroll.
Oh fuck!
Doo-doo.
So, ladies, you're looking awfully.
That
nice
wasn't much
today.
better. 15. I'm playing it cool. I'm just like walking past him with the portfolios, like looking through them, and preparing.
Oh yeah, look
Like,
real
let's
cool.
step into your
Um,
office.
You like bump into him and like just like hit him in the shoulder as like you're trying to walk by him, and he just says, "Excuse me." And he says like, "What do you have there?" And he wants to look at what's in your hand, like getting in your way before you get into his office.
Is the door open? Is it ajar?
It's a jar like a couple inches.
Can I see or sense what's going on in there?
You can make a perception check. It's gonna be pretty difficult though.
I'm hitting on these ladies fucking hard out here.
That's an 18
Francis
or
is a
20.
man, but yeah, you can hit on either or one of them.
I'm throwing it both their ways.
That was a dirty 20.
I'm making it real
You can't
ambiguous.
quite see inside the door. Luca, you can make a deception or performance.
Alrighty, let's go. We're going deception. Come on, let's be. A 9 plus 9, 14, 23.
Okay, so you manage to distract them enough that they don't try to stop Bessie, but it seems that Damon has kind of gotten in the way of that himself. And so he's asking you about like the stuff that you're holding in your hand.
Yeah, I'm like, well, after you gave me some critiques yesterday, I went over some new designs, and I feel like I've made some progress, and I just wanted you to look.
This is where you should have saved the hero point.
It'd just be better if we like spread it all out. I have 2 hero points. It would just be better if we spread it all out. That's why I want it to go to your desk.
He says he looks back through the crack of his door, and he kind of is like, should be okay. It should be okay. And then like he goes back through and opens the door, and you look in. His office looks fine. Yeah, you can. And he's like, and like he makes a little bit of room on his desk. He says, "I hope these are a little bit more than what you showed me last time, because I think we've all got important things to do. Make a what did I do last time for you? Crafting.
Crafting.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make
Well, can I
crafting.
also detect magic to see if something was just cast to like clean up the area or hide things going on in here?
You can. I don't know that detect magic is gonna. I mean, I guess you can. I'll let you do detect magic. Yeah, good.
Is that subtle?
Yeah, you should like waving your hands around.
Yeah, I think that requires you to. Yeah, you have to wave your hands around and start casting that if you're doing it that way. Unless you have like the arcane sense, like
I could do
like
it, I
Grace
guess.
does.
I could do it.
Did you follow her into Damont's office?
I did not.
I think we're all going in if we're having a conversation with him, aren't we?
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
hitting on
no,
Francis
no.
and Madge
we
out
still have
here.
other business to tend to. All right, come on, guys, let's go. So I'm gonna do my craft check, and I'm like, I think you'll be really pleased with some of the changes that I made here. See if you put this one with this one. I think I just, and that's it.
A 22.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna call that a success.
Yay.
But so he's looking at your drawings. He's like, some of these aren't half bad.
Yeah. See, I really think some of them got a little bit mixed up in our travels. Once I got home and I took. You know what? I think these got mixed up. So, I think that this works much better this way than what I had presented to you.
And he says, and he's looking at the outfit you're wearing as well, and he's like, "Did you design this yourself?"
Indeed, I did with some of your original work, and I just did, to fit the body of a lady better, and give it a little more zing,
Yes, that is a common saying. And he says, "It's very impressive."
It's what they say in this time period.
Yeah.
Totally.
He looks at. He's like kind of putting his like fingers on like the lapel and stuff of what you're wearing, and he's like, "Yeah, I do recognize some of this from some of last season's lineup. It is very impressive for an amateur."
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Listen, when you're done your business, perhaps you come and see me, and we can talk further."
Absolutely, that sounds great. Well, you already had mentioned that you noticed that business was handled, so.
And you see
What of our ship?
Wilbur comes in. He's like, and he has his hat in his hand. Or is he still handcuffed at this? Is he with you guys, or did you leave him at the house?
Me?
He's with us. We're keeping him handcuffed for the moment.
You keep him handcuffed as you bring him in,
Yeah.
and he kind of barges into the office a little bit. He's
Nay,
like,
I really don't think this is necessary.
and he says, "Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it is.
Your problem has been taken care of. As you can see, we all kind of helped handle business back there." And Demont looks at him with like disgust because of like what he's wearing, and he just like he's having a hard time. He's like almost dry heaving like from the farm boy clothing.
Hey, leave the kid alone. Pay up.
He says, as he walks around his desk, he says, "I do appreciate your help in these matters. It is difficult for me to get my own hands dirty sometimes," as he continues, like, wiping his hands. I do have a certain public reputation to maintain. I am grateful for what you've done for me. As for the deal that we talked about, I want to help you get a ship. But there's a man who sees about these things, dealing with the marina, that you need to talk to first.
So what you're telling me is that a man of your reputation that wanted to make a bargain with a bunch of trained mercs in this case to go kill another brand of trained mercs to not pay up?
I messaged May and I'm like, May, don't be so aggressive. Like,
He
we're
puts,
not
his,
trying to make an enemy here today.
he puts his handkerchief down and he says, "Now, if I recall our conversation from before, I never said that you had to go kill anybody. That was your decision."
Correct. But you did have us go deal with with a special ops of the Shroud Soldiers. And we upheld our end of the bargain. Now you're telling us that we need to go ask somebody else because you can't uphold yours.
He says, "Listen, things are complicated in Sunrise Port, okay? I am helping you. You need to see that what I'm doing for you is helpful. You need to come."
Oh, I'm waiting to see where this helpful part is coming, because so far it's to say go ask somebody else.
He reaches into his inner pocket of his coat, and he pulls out some things. He has like they look like theater tickets in his hand. And he
You get to go to the theater?
he hands them over and he says, "You all need to give me a little bit of time, and it sounds like you need to take a load off." And he hands you guys these tickets. There's 4 tickets here. He says, "Why don't you take some time? If there's anything you wanted to see in the city, you can sightsee. Maybe if you have time to go see a film, then these tickets are on me. Unfortunately, I only have 4."
You and May and Wilbur are going together.
What is the ticket?
These are theater tickets.
Oh, theater tickets.
He says, "I'll see if I can get you to cross paths with the Arbiter." And he hands you the tickets. And you see Dano is like, he kind of puts his hands up and he's like, "It's all right. I'm not really one for theater anyway. If it's okay, I might just post up back at the bar that we're at." And then, so he volunteers to not be a part of going to the theater. And Wilbur says, "Well, I guess we're going to have to decide which 4 of us are going to go and who doesn't get to go." He looks around at you guys.
I'd give up my ticket to let May and Wilbur go together.
He probably says we should draw straws too.
Draw straw, like pieces of hay.
How good am I doing with this flirting? Can I try to maybe get a Demont schedule out of these assistants up here?
You could try to steal something from them if you like.
So I'd like to think that I'm smooth enough to where I'm behind the desk now, and I'm massaging the guy's shoulders. Yeah, see, this is how you do it. You gotta kind of have to apply this pressure, And then I'm teaching the lady, they're both I'm obviously very charismatic, and they're both loving me at this point.
And Francis,
so I'd like to think
yeah, see, it doesn't bother me. I'm a side sleeper, and the doctor says that I have to try to adjust, but like I think I need a new pillow.
See, I don't think that's right at all. The doctors are not wrong. You gotta go with the Western medicine on this one. I don't think it comes down to that. It really just do this every day, and I jam him in the back real quick in the spot that he said, just real quick, pop, hit him with my my elbow.
Okay. I mean, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to hurt him, or are you just?
No, I'm trying. It's definitely fake. Whatever I'm doing,
Okay.
but maybe
I mean, you
it'll
know
work.
medicine, right? So in theory,
Yeah,
you could...
I do know medicine, so let's say that it's more knowledgeable than I'm giving it credit for.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, if you're going to try to, because you've already passed a deception check with them to distract them. If you want to try to take something from a pocket or something, or like see if you can find.
All right. So what I would like this to do is maybe cure whatever's possibly ailing him that I totally just made up and you went along with.
Yep.
But also, you know, like a good massage will kind of like put you so much at ease. She's not like paralyzed, but you know, like noodly, you know. So
Yeah.
like I can get yeah.
Yeah.
So
you wanna, but like, are you gonna reach into a pocket? Like, what are you doing exactly?
Well, there's no computers to kind of, you know, like I guess what is there like a planner or something that I could try to, like something that's obviously like a Demont's like.
There is a desk there with like, what looks like could be it's like a notepad or like something like that on it.
Okay, so I'll try to like sneak like an important looking notepad, I guess, or something like that.
So, because of the distraction, I will give you advantage to try to steal it, but you do have to make a thievery check. To
Okay.
take it.
Not as good, but I'll take my advantage. Let's go. That's a 15 and a 16 on the dice, plus my 2, so 18.
18.
versus their perception DC.
Ooh,
Yeah.
come on.
I'm going to roll opposed for them just because you are distracting them and you do have medicine and you're working on his back. So they eyeball you trying to kind of start to reach for a book on the table.
I eyeball them eyeballing me, and I like try to make it look like it was a move, like part of a move. Like, yeah, sorry, that was just like the warm up, you know. Like I gotta like, you know.
Francis is like, I mean, whatever you're doing, just it's fine. And then, but Madge walks around to where the book is and picks it up and puts it in her coat.
Oh, what's that? What's that you got there? It's interesting.
It's Mr. Demont's personal business. It's no need to discuss with you.
Oh no, absolutely no. I was just you just look like I was. Obviously, I have no business taking that. I had no, my fault. Shouldn't even have asked. But yeah, so Francis, if you can just get whoever, like your partner, whoever he may be, or just any person to kind of just like hit this spot. It's got to be at 3:00 in the afternoon though. Only at that time of the day. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So.
Could you go into a little bit more depth as to why the time of day matters for this procedure?
I could, but then you'd have to start paying me, Francis.
See, that's how they get
it's not all
you.
pro bono. It's not all pro bono, my friend. First one's on me, though.
Okay, so you get.
So
Oh.
Good.
Oh, I was gonna say. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bessie.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, while we were talking with Demont, could I make a sense motive check to see if he's actually meaning the things that he's saying, or if I get a vibe from him that he's working against us, or?
Sure. Yeah, you can sense motive.
Cool. So perception.
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, maybe not. It could be even worse. That's a 20. Do I have a read on him? Is it a wrong read? What kind of read?
As far as you can tell, he's being genuine. He's trying to be helpful for you, and it does seem like it's going to take some time. And
All right. Well,
Like-
time is fine as long as he's intending to.
Yeah, like May was being pretty aggressive about demanding he pay up. So as he's like waving the tickets around or holding them out, I snatch him real quick and I'm like, yes, 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 of course. I know sometimes these things take time. We are on a bit of a time crunch, so like a back of a ship.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you cut out the last point. What'd you say?
What was the last thing you heard?
That you understand things take time and
And then ship.
when.
So we are on a bit of a time crunch. So when are you thinking that we would get our hands on a ship?
My people will contact your people, but you can check in with me like tomorrow. We have to take it day by day. Give me at least a day.
What's our time frame right now for the spirits? I assume that we have a little bit of time, but it's
You've got, I would say, about a week.
it takes like a couple days to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, so if this doesn't work out
Okay.
tomorrow, we might have to take more serious measures.
Hold on, Wilbur's gonna make.
Yeah, so I'll take the tickets and be like, yeah, we'll figure out who's gonna check out this theater. What's playing? Who's playing?
Wilbur. Wilbur made a perception check, and he fully thinks he's in. He's in with you guys. He's going.
I mean, he was in his Dano is at this point.
You look at the tickets, and it's for the Harbor North Theater's presentation of a film called Lost at Sea.
That doesn't
Fitting.
sound like a good thing to watch before we go on the boat.
Yeah, a little on the nose and ominous.
Ominous?
At the same time.
Control what's
Like he's
playing.
trying to tell us something. All
Okay. Well, we
How
will.
big is Demont's office?
I mean, it's in terms of dimensions. I don't really have that, but it's not huge. It's
the size of your living room. It's the size of your
No.
kitchen. It's the size of both together.
I would say closer to like the size of our my kitchen.
Okay.
It's a little bit smaller.
Oh, so that's pretty small. Okay. Okay. No, sorry, not to say that, but it's smaller than I was thinking. I was thinking
Wow.
first off,
Jeez. No, but yeah, like
Not-
so. Yeah, it's not like a
I'm thinking
giant
a rich
office.
man's. I'm thinking a rich man's office is fucking.
Yeah, it's more
expensive.
modest than you would expect it to be. Yeah.
That's yes. Thank you for editing what I just said. I said that instead.
Okay.
So it's fucking garbage, is what you're trying to say.
So, like, if I sent Levelin in there to like hide and spy on him, it'd probably be obvious. Like, just a cat in the corner, like.
He's like, yeah, he's like behind the
Yeah.
plant, like sitting there.
Plus, like, I'm not sure how Levlin would really communicate to you. Can Levlin?
I know. I was thinking about all that too. I was.
The guy also probably trades in fur, so you might want to be careful.
Okay.
Ugh.
So yeah.
Can we say we have Boomer? Well, wait,
no,
shit.
Boomer's not here.
No Horror either.
All right, so I start gathering my things while he's like talking to May, and I'm gonna. Did he set the handkerchief down?
He put it in his pocket. It's like he put it like,
Yeah.
in his like his pocket square kind of.
Bump into him again.
What?
You already bumped into him once. He already thinks you're clumsy.
Yeah. Okay. So as I'm like backing away, I'm gonna like bump into him and try and
You can
swipe it.
take his handkerchief. Okay, you can make a deep.
Sleight of hand.
What am I
A
doing?
thievery.
Thievery?
A dirty 20?
You bump into him, and he kind of like catches you as you bump into him. So like his hands are up to stop you from trying to take something from him. It's high enough that he doesn't notice that you're trying to steal from him, but you don't get the handkerchief out of his pocket. And he says,
Okay. I'm like, oh, such a strong man.
like,
I'm
"Miss,
so clumsy. I'm so
Miss,
sorry.
you really need to get new shoes or something, you know. Not because of the way
Do you
they
have
look.
any samples?
Samples? We've only just met. He said, but he does say, as you're picking up your papers, he's like, perhaps you leave one or two of these with me.
No. Sir, these are only going to continue to get better, and I want my designs. We will talk more when I come. Maybe sign a contract. He
says, you're one of those. You need to have it in writing, huh? Well, yeah, I can't fault you for that. So, you know.
I am sure there has been plenty of things that you've done that may not have been on the up to. And I wink at him.
I don't know what you're accusing me of, miss, but I will let you keep your drawings, and please do come, come back and check in once you give me a little bit more time.
Okay.
And
he is not charmed by me at all.
Francis and Madge out here, on the other hand.
Wilbur is gonna make one more perception check. That's much better than before. As Wilbur looks at you guys, kind of like getting excited that he might get to go to the theater, but then he kind of comes to the realization that he's probably not going to be one of the people that gets one of these tickets. He says, "Well, I guess that's fine. I'm sure that Dano won't mind some company at the bar." And Dano's just like, "Yeah, that's fine. If you want to be with me, that's fine. I'll keep an eye on you." And Demont, overhearing this, says, "You're going to my bar dressed like that." He says,
Is there a dress code for the bar?
My bar.
You didn't say what bar we were going to.
No, Dano did say he was going to hang out
the
at the
Wicked
bar.
Tree. And he says, "No, we're going to have to work on that. Do you know your measurements?" And Wilbur says, "Well, I did know this guy back in Greenflower. His name's Reed. He sold me some shirts and pants out of the back of a van. Suppose I'm about a medium in both."
He's about to dress Wilbur and not Bessie.
I'm about to flip.
Demont just like kind of sighs and says, and like puts a hand on Dano's shoulder and says, "My friend, you may have to wait just a bit longer for some company at my bar." As he prepares, he pulls out like a what is it called? Like one of those rulers that's
Like the tape. Yeah.
The tape ruler. Like, yeah, he's.
I just want to clarify that he's taking Wilbur's measurements as his hands are still tied behind his manacle
Correct,
behind
yes.
his
Yeah,
neck.
does he also have a fancy pair of manacles that he's fitting him for as well?
He kind of sees the manacles. He just taps on them. It says, "I mean, I could deal with these myself, but if one of you wants to keep these."
All right, Dano, just I will unlock Wilbur for now.
All right, so you unlock him, and he looks at you as you unlock him, and he's like rubbing his wrist. He's like, "That's mighty kind of you, Miss May." And he kind of lifts his arms up as like Demont's kind of measuring him. He's like, "Now what so like y'all got a medium here, or do I have to go somewhere else?" And what do you guys want to do at this point as he continues to do that?
I'm not leaving Wilbur with him.
Well,
Honestly, I don't care about the theater
Dano
itself,
is gonna
so
stay there as well with Wilbur.
I think we should leave. Leave him. Go to the theater. That's clearly where we're supposed to go.
I will say you don't have to go to the theater. That's fine. You can do whatever you like.
It's still morning. Theater's probably not until the evening, so we can go talk to Soul Company or go scope it out.
These tickets are for about midday. So if you
Matinee,
a
baby.
production.
if you wanna jump to that, you can. If there's anywhere else in the city you want to go, you can.
Didn't even get us
Well,
tickets
you're
for the evening.
basically forcing my hand here
No, I'm not.
because Bessie can't go to the theater in this outfit. And
You need another
So-
120.
what?
You need another 120.
I need.
Guys,
We need to go to the market.
sell these tickets on the side or so, and then just do literally anything else.
No, I think we should at least go.
Go where you want to go. What do you want to do?
I want to go steal a boat.
Stealing the boat is well. I figure we can give him 1 day at least to make good on his bargain, because he did just pay us at least something for our troubles.
Even though
But-
he gave us midday tickets, not even the good show, not even the evening show.
Not even the good show.
Gave us the matinee prices. But
I'm going to the market to shop for a new dress for
that
this
sounds
show.
stupid, and I will not be participating in that.
Is everyone going to the market?
I'll go to the market.
We determined a course of
because-
action as to what we're doing here. So I guess we're going to the show.
I'm going to the show.
Find the show.
You can go to the market first if you want. But
I mean, I'm going to the market.
Gotcha. So you're not going to the show.
No, I'm going to the show, but I have to go to the market to find a dress.
So you're going to the market alone.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you guys?
I'll go with Bessie, and we'll meet you guys at the theater.
Yeah, there is a dress code, May. You might actually have to wear a dress. Like, it is theater. Like, I will not let you go in.
Not at
in
midday. There's no dress code.
This.
Not at midday.
It's not going to be a
I
ball
will
gown, but it's
go
just
to
going to
make
be.
sure that you don't die. So this case, we're splitting into 3 parties. Splitting the group. Drace and Luca are together. Me and Bessie are together, and Wilbur and Dano are together.
Nothing weird about
Nice.
this. Just 2 guys enjoying a matinee show.
We're going to the theater. We're going to meet you guys there.
We'll meet you
There you
there.
go.
All right,
And
you
I
guys
guess
can
we'll
head
meet the
off-
other 2
You
afterwards.
guys can head off.
We got
to-
like what,
to,
2 out? We got a quick 120 before the doors open. So
Quick 120.
We're in our seats
We got a
already.
quick 30 minutes before
You go
we gotta
to
be.
the seats.
We're watching the previews of the show.
We're watching.
Do we
the
have
little
time to go to the
refreshments
market
on
real
the
quick?
screen Dancing.
Yeah, you got time.
But we have 2 seats in between us. You know, like so we're not getting too many weird looks.
Okay, so
Yeah.
to be clear, you guys don't want to do anything before the theater. You're going straight there, and you're gonna
I'm just going to wait.
wait.
We're gonna-
until
We're
they
gonna
go.
stand outside.
Listen, we would get into trouble. Are you allowing us to fucking go get into trouble?
Yeah, you can do
That
whatever you
is
want.
true.
All right.
The
Um,
city. I have the map of the city up here.
Well,
Oh shit!
all right. Where's the
I'm
theater?
going to the market.
I don't know which side I need to keep
Theater
an eye on most.
16? All right, if the theater's 16,
From here,
Demont is 3.
I know this town like the back of my hand. I can
Oh,
just
what's
grab
the
you an
market?
outfit. I know what would fit you and look good on you. So if you want to go with them, I will just bring you something to change into.
No. We're not going. I'm not trusting you with
I
this.
would never disrespect you in such a way that I'm not gonna put you in all pink. Like, we'll keep it very modest, very gloomy, very just a little bit more Zaza Zoom. What did I say before?
You don't even know. That's how you know it's not a
Zaza
phrase.
Sing or something.
I'm just gonna get you a little more Zaza Zing for
It
the
wasn't
theater.
Baba Voom, or what it should have been, that's for sure.
Zaza Zing is what is commonly said in the world of
Is it?
It's a colloquialism of Sunrise Port, apparently.
yeah.
Okay, you guys go off to the market, so we'll go there.
Well, yeah, May, are you staying with me or are you going with them? Okay.
Which side is more? I'm looking
You're
at
probably gonna get attacked.
Drace and Luca, and I'm looking at Drace like you're. Okay, you.
We
don't
were
do
obviously
it.
gonna go find the ham hut.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
now
gonna
keep-
hit up. We're
I'll
gonna hit
keep
up.
them distracted. I'll go with Bessie then.
Yeah, we're hitting up Maiden Street, seeing if the ham hut is on Main Street.
Yeah.
Let them look for food while we go and Well, we
Follow
go
your
shopping.
nose,
So you're
Trace.
an
Follow
active
your
search
nose.
of the ham hut.
Maybe it serves breakfast in this town in this time period.
Do we smell Canadian bacon anywhere?
All right, let's go to the market first. So, I'm gonna have you guys go. So, two of you, Bessie and Booker, go up to Pearlfield Market. It's just like an open air market with like several
Open air.
like stands selling various goods. Like honestly, like the catalog of what you could buy is vast. Like you could buy if you need supplies or whatever. There's like a couple stands that are selling some. They're like some fashion like wares.
Yeah, we're just beelining it for that.
Well, she's beelining and I'm following her.
Great.
I have my arm linked around her. I'm like, how exciting! We get to go shopping together. I'm so excited.
So tell me what
Oh, joy.
what you're looking for.
I mean, like we're literally just looking for something a little bit dressier for the theater, not anything specific.
Yeah, there's some dresses here. They look like they could be Demont's.
Yeah, I'm either looking for knockoff Demont or like several seasons ago Demont, like clearance Demont, thrifted Demont, like.
Yeah, you go up to one and there's like a guy standing outside, like an older man, just like with his kind of hands behind his back, kind of bent over a little bit, like hunched over a little bit, and he's like, "You looking for a Demont dress? Very cheap, very cheap." And he like kind of motions for you to come closer to his stand.
All right, yeah, I follow.
Shows you some dresses. Make a perception check.
That is a 19.
So these look like Demont dresses. Like they look like they could be his, or at least somebody that tried to make a dress that looks like it could have been designed by him. Doesn't look like it's like a current fashion. Could be from a few seasons ago.
I'm gonna look for the gloomiest one and hold it up to May.
A gloomy dress. So there's like a one that's like black and purple with like some like little like frilly or like lacy details on it. But
I don't know.
It's pretty sophisticated, like kind of like it's
Like,
not,
where are the pockets?
there's
I know, right? Don't even get me
no
started
pockets.
on the
How many
pocket.
manacles can I fit under this dress?
So then I put the dress back on the rack. Now I'm gonna look for something more Booker style and just look for some like really nice pleated slacks and a silk blouse.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say that you kind of find exactly what you're looking for. There's like a reddish tan slacks, pleated, and they are like it's like on a mannequin, and it's like a white shirt. It's got like a little bit of like puff in the center, like coming down the middle. Yeah. Right there. There's like a couple of like bejeweled like details on like some of the buttons that are going down the center of it.
Okay.
Okay. This isn't too bad, I don't think.
And I got a blazer with lots of pockets that I put into it so that you can that'll go with this. So okay, so yeah, we'll take these and then I'll just look for something similar, like a pencil skirt and another blouse.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you
And
find it.
So we think that these are potentially knockoff, right?
I don't think anything.
I think that they're potentially.
Actually, can I make an underworld lore check?
Sure.
Ooh,
Yeah.
great.
Hmm.
That's a great use of that.
It's a 27.
Yeah, these are knockoffs.
Perfect. They should be cheap, as long as he's selling it for knockoff prices.
They look the part, but like the material you can just tell is not as like nice.
Perfect. Now, is he charging knockoff prices, or is he charging?
He's charging like a reasonable price, like like a knockoff, more like a
Okay.
knockoff price.
Perfect. I'll take it.
And okay, and then Bessie, you're looking for like a pencil skirt, so you're getting a more subdued look as well than like what you would normally wear. Yeah, so you find like a nice like dark gray pencil skirt, and there's like an ivory colored blouse. It's got like puffs on the short sleeves, so like little puffy sleeves. Yeah, you guys can certainly take those off this vendor.
Okay, yeah. So
You guys
We'll take
transact
these.
that's fine.
And then, is there anything else going on in the market? Like, can I see if there's any like new shops that have popped up or anything since I've been here that like seem out of the?
You can make a perception check, sure, for the shops here. This is like an open market, so it's the kind of thing where like these stands like completely close down and then come back up each day.
Like a
Right.
bazaar.
So, like 23.
Yeah, so there's nothing pops out to you. Like it seems ordinary. Like there's some food vendors. There's fishermen and yeah, like there's some farmers that
And like as we're walking through with my perception, am I like, are we over
You cut off.
happening in the
cut out-
town?
You cut out the end there.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. We heard up to as we're walking through. You're doing what?
With our perception, are we able to hear like the talk of the town? Like, are people talking about what's happened with the shroud or the rusted watch or the presidential campaign? Like, is anything
There are people,
popping off?
I will say that there are some people talking about how like the shroud has left, and how like it is like in the short term it seems like it's having an effect on the economy, especially like of this market, because you know these farmers, fishermen, they supplied sustenance to the troops, but now that they've kind of abandoned the city, they're losing out on some of that revenue.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's been a few days. I'll adjust.
It's weird you don't
yeah.
think about the opposite ways that like doing good would affect like the economy. Like, yeah, but we really needed to feed those fucking soldiers. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty
Thankless
shit.
job all around. Well, think of all the people that will be buying that aren't being executed. It all kind of works itself out, right? Maybe.
more people to feed.
Exactly.
Yay.
You guys, yeah, you can continue to shop or whatever, if there's anything else you're looking for. Otherwise, what are Drace and Luca doing?
So we just casually strolling down Main Street? Is that what we're going to do?
We are following our noses. I'll
looking
be
for-
on
that's
one
right.
side, you be on the other, and we'll just see if we can find the bacon.
You're
Find that bacon?
You're smelling for some bacon.
We are trying. We are
We are
waiting by the bacon.
Main
Or some
Street,
bacon.
Street.
Yup.
Okay, so you guys didn't go too far from DeMont's. You go down Main Street.
Yeah, we figured it was a quick little jaunt over and not too far from the theater.
I'm gonna say you guys leave DeMont's office. Make a perception. Both of you make a perception check, or unless you got something else you think would work for trying to smell the ham.
Okay.
31.
31.
Hold on.
I actually have a. No, I'm just kidding. This is gonna be a stupid joke. It's not worth. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think anything else. All right.
You
It's a 26 for me.
okay? Great. Yeah, you both put your noses to the like up in the air to smell for any faint scent of
Please.
We're also walking very confidently, and I'd like to think that the Bee Gees, well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. We're just like sniffing with like really confident walks, like, yeah, where's this fucking ham hut? Like,
I'm
we
gonna
are two men
say-
on a mission.
I mean, those are really high rules. So, as you guys leave Damon's office, there you do get a whiff of something very meta. But it's not coming from Main Street. It's coming from like the opposite direction as you're leaving Damon's office. So like you would have to head away from Main Street to follow.
Well,
your nose.
we are following our nose. So
Definitely go. We're going where we're sniffing.
But you know what? Actually, I think it might be this way.
And you
We
guys
about face. We head in the direction.
you guys head towards this smell. I don't know. I mean, and you actually your nose is in like your sense starts to lead you more towards the Zelian shrine.
The where?
The
The
Zelian
Zelia, the shrine to Zelia. Zelia, I believe, was Dano's, or is it mine? It might be mine. No, I mean,
Dano did like kind of worship Zelia.
That's good. We're going to it.
You guys go
Yeah,
there. There's you come across a like a beautiful church building that sits at the edge of Glimmerstead neighborhood. There's bright red bricks, large windows that let the sun in fittingly. Zelia is the spirit of the sun, and the sun shining brightly on the church. It doesn't look like this place has been blighted due to the war that's been going on. You get the feeling that the Shroud were too respectful of a city literally named after the sun to try to do anything adverse to the church itself. You go inside the building, and taking up most of the area inside the building is a large golden statue of a beautiful woman with flowing hair, a beautiful dress, a crown of sunflowers in her hair. There are some pews. Building is mostly a shrine to the spirit Zelia herself. If you guys want to make another perception check while you're here, you can do that.
I surely will. One's not as good. 19.
That is a 27 for me, perception.
Noise.
Okay, so on a 27, I'm gonna say your nose and your eyes kind of bring this woman to your attention who has short curly blonde hair, sitting in one of the pews. She appears to be weeping lightly to herself, every now and then wiping tears from her own face. With a 27, you recognize this woman as someone that you saw in Harvest Haven in Greenflower. This is one of the patrons that was in Harvest Haven, when you guys first were there and talking to some of the local workers.
Ah, yes, I remember her.
Yeah, she's there, just kind of.
I definitely remember totally.
I don't know if you guys talked to her, but you do recognize from seeing her. She just looks that familiar to you.
So we're behind her. So I'm elbowing Trace.
She looked familiar.
Yeah, we're obviously in body language communicating all this.
Does she smell like ham?
You could take a sniff from behind her, and it's not that she smells like ham, but she smells like mud or maybe she works with pigs.
Ah, a hut of
Hmm.
sorts, you say?
So yeah, she's crying in front of you.
She smell like pig shit to you? Is that what it is?
This
Is it a
trying to- I was-
muscular? Is it
kinda
a
what I was
muscular brunette woman?
No,
She's a short, curly blonde
hair.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to find the notes.
And she was
Green
from
Flower.
where? Haven?
Harvest
Forest
Haven
Haven?
was like the bar
Harvest
that you
Haven.
guys went to in Greenflower. That's where you.
My
met her from.
hometown?
Your hometown.
Was this Rosie Tanner?
No,
Okay, sorry, go
you're
on.
not there.
Should we say there?
You can.
Perhaps I'm like
What would you like to do?
whispering towards Luca.
Yeah,
We
let's.
Clear our throats a little bit so she knows that we're here.
Well,
see us?
not so much like, hey, we're here, but just like maybe the next step I take is a little louder.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
mean. So that
yeah,
she
yeah.
notices us.
Gotcha. Okay, so you bring attention to yourselves, and she kind of half turns, and she does notice you, and she says, "I'm sorry. My husband just always wanted to visit this shrine. We were farmers back in Greenflower, but unfortunately, Godros has called him home."
That's
Sorry.
a shame. It's amazing that you chose to do what he always wanted to do after he died, though. That's a real good way to honor his memory.
Yeah, I figured I could take the time. When the Bygone Order came and sieged the Shroud forces of Greenflower, he just got caught in the crossfire. So I decided I'd come here to visit, maybe even stay. His cousins have a place in town, so I've been staying with them down in Hartpool. I'm hoping to maybe find a place of my own closer to the shrine.
I think I've become fluent in sarcasm because I was trying to be a jerk and say, "Wow, lady, way to go to that thing that your husband always wanted to do after he died." But I just leveled up in sarcasm. No, I'm just kidding.
You're just
But
too high.
she responded so earnestly. I don't.
Yeah, she's
Go
just like
through it all.
is like it's just coming out of her because she's in mourning. It seems like still. But yeah,
Hey, they're there,
At least you don't
motherfucker.
have to worry about the shroud anymore.
yeah, they seem to have left here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with myself.
What kind of jobs are they offering at where you're staying here?
Well, I'm not sure how much use there is for a pig farmer here in town, but hopefully, I can get myself a piece of land and get back to doing what I do best.
What do you think huts are going for around this area?
I don't know. And she reaches out a hand. She says, "Maggie Hammond."
Mergy, Hammond.
I shake it because that's absolutely new to me. Yeah, well, Luca
I've
Leary,
never heard of anything.
nice to
named
meet you.
Maggie. Definitely not.
I'm so sorry to hear of your loss, and again, I do believe it's such a noble way to honor your husband's memory. I look at Trace like,
Always do this.
She says, "Yeah, it's kind of worked out that I've got some family here. They'll let me stay with them for at least a little
If
while."
it's any consolation, I'm from Greenflower as well, and not the worst thing in the world to get out of there.
Oh, certainly not after the terrible battle that took place, and the
was there devastation in Greenflower?
there was I don't know if you haven't heard.
Trace, have you heard about your hometown?
Weren't we there when we did it? Yeah, we were there when it happened.
I wasn't gonna.
She doesn't know that.
Is
I
Dre
know,
saying that
just-
out loud?
No, I'm not saying that out loud.
I elbow him again, like no.
She's like, "Yeah."
I did not say that out loud. I was like, it was more of like a look, like obviously we were there.
And I'm like, yeah, I know.
She said,
Yeah,
she's-
we've heard some things. We've heard some things.
Yeah, some faction of the Bygone Order came and blew the place to hell.
Really
Killed-
saved the day, eh?
Weren't they getting rid of the shroud?
I mean, you know, there's some good in that. Just unfortunately, there were some casualties, and my husband was one of them. So, yeah,
Nice to meet you.
Well,
Just walking. No.
yeah, you guys can leave whatever you want to do. You want to?
Oh, that's awful. Why do you make
I'm
me
not gonna
feel
leave like
things?
that.
You wanted to follow your nose.
This is devastating. We have fully affected the Hammond line.
Yeah, but if anything, those sandwiches will have years of like angst behind them. It'll be delicious.
You're
I
so
don't know.
loving that. Oh my
I would
gosh.
assume they would be delicious in like say 100 years or so.
Wait, how did he die? I'm so sorry to ask, and I obviously if this is too sensitive of a subject, but how exactly did he pass? Did he like what? Sorry, go ahead.
She says, there was a fire, and he like I said.
I swear to God, no, you did not. Did he roast in a specific way?
She doesn't want to go into details about. He was apple picking and an apple. No, no, I'm just kidding. It was just he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all I can really say.
Fucking pecan smoked. No. Oh my gosh. Well, obviously, I was completely stoic in all of that.
I definitely did not make any jokes about smoked Hammond.
No, not at all. Well, there's definitely a future for you somewhere in pigs. I do believe it to be true.
I think so.
Miss Hammond.
A future in pigs.
Yeah, well, her past was in pigs, and her future it can still be in pigs. Yeah.
She says, "I've always said pigs are the future."
Well, yeah. I mean, you know what?
I mean, it's a common saying.
Maybe
say-
maybe just in
And
green
she
flower.
says, "Well, za za zing." Yeah.
All right, how do we get out of it?
She's
We
like,
slowly back up.
she just says, "Well, it's nice to meet you."
Where did you say you're
Pray-
staying? What
Praise
street?
Zelia.
My husband had a couple cousins in Hartpool that I'm staying with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his cousin Pam and her sister. I'm sorry, her
Hey.
her brother Larry.
Did you say cousin Pam?
Cousin Pam.
Pam and Larry were the two people. This Pam was the one we rescued from the execution, and Larry was her
That's right.
brother.
If you don't mind, what was your husband's name so I can add him to my prayers this evening?
She immediately answers because she obviously knows the answer to that. Hold on,
Yeah, you definitely weren't planning on that question.
I do have it. I do have it.
Better be
Thatch.
Sam.
His name was Thatch.
Thatch Hammond.
Hammett, right?
Hammond.
Hammond. Okay.
Not to be confused with Sam Hammett.
Right.
Yeah, there was a Sam.
Thatch Hammond, you will be in my prayers. Praise Zelia.
She says, "I do appreciate that. Well, it was lovely to meet you, and maybe our paths will cross again."
I get the feeling that it will.
Foreshadowing, and I just leave.
Yeah.
You guys leave. Yeah, so you guys are coming up close to the time that the show is going to start.
Ooh, do we get there in time to get our refreshments?
Sure. You guys all meet up at the theater?
Yes.
Yep.
You guys meet back up. You can kind of trade information, whatever you want to do.
I share my goobers.
Like we're changed, and against May's wishes I have her hair kind of pulled back so that she looks a little fancier.
Like if it's out of the way, I don't mind.
Helped her tactically. You guys go inside. Theater is dimly lit. It's it's just like theater style seating. There's a large stage with a projection screen backdrop for showing films. As you guys go in. You guys go in. The lights dim, backdrop is down. A light projects onto it as the show starts, and in the middle of the screen, like kind of like walking onto the screen is like a woman in a floor-length dress, short blonde pixie cut hair. She's got jewels in her hair. She's in front of a standing microphone. This is all projected on the screen, and she just yells, "Hit it, boys!" And off the side of the screen, there's an actual like piano and a couple other people playing music. It's like live music mixed with this film, and she starts to sing.
I'm jamming out to it.
That's fine. Okay. As this starts happening, Booker, you feel a hand on your shoulder,
Oh.
One's about to lose a hand.
and you hear the click of a hammer of a gun, and you feel it on the back of your neck.
Oh.
And this is followed kind of in tandem. The rest of you all feel guns on the backs of your neck.
What is this? My American Cousin?
Oh my goodness, calm down, Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah. You turn around to look at and you see there's like.
They're letting us turn around.
Well, like you can you don't have, well, I mean, if you want to turn around, you can. If you don't,
I mean,
just,
I don't know
Are they
if,
saying anything?
if I trust trying to make a sudden move with somebody
Okay,
that
that's
has a
fine.
gun.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like
instinctively.
pull out a mirror to like pretend to be not make a scene and like look in the reflection and pretend to like touch up my face while the
Yeah, cool. So you look in your mirror and like you're kind of looking like at what's going on behind you, and there's some men, and these men are in like white suits standing behind you. You also see in your like the peripheral of the mirror, there's other men in this theater that are also dressed kind of similar suits, and one of the guys that's holding a gun just says, "Come with us, and no one gets hurt." And
Well, the play didn't seem that good anyway, so
Well, at least
I
the ticket
message
was free.
I message everyone, say there's a lot of innocent here, so let's just get outside away from harming all these people.
Agreed. I'm kind of pissed that I didn't even get the one thing we got out of this. We didn't even get to see it. Let's go.
I grab my goobers.
Yeah, you guys get up.
You had goobers?
I shared. I specifically said I shared my goobers.
he did say he shared.
You were, I think, in the restroom when I shared. So here,
Oh,
have the
okay.
rest. You
Did
can
we
have the
even make
rest.
it to the first act? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you
No.
you got to watch about 15-20 minutes of this before this
Nice.
happened. Okay.
Just to lull us into it, the movie.
That
It's
was
like a
worth the
very,
murder
like,
of-
Old style movie with just like cheap background, like of like a woman on a ship, and she's kind of there's dance numbers, stuff like that going on. But you guys, you get up, you go with the men, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not gonna mess him up in here.
How many were there?
There was one for
At
each
least
of you
4.
there, but then you
Not
saw
a bunch
others.
more in the crowd.
Like you
Yeah,
saw
I'm like
others.
relaying all this. Like, there's at least 4 definitely with guns and more in the background, and prepare for quite the fight, boys and gal.
You know, I just bought this outfit, so if they start shooting me in it, I am not gonna be happy.
Wait, this is your one nice outfit, May.
Yeah. Well, this is what I get for trying to dress fancy.
They guide you guys to a hall.
At least your hair's pulled back.
A
Thank
hall
you.
kind of like behind the screen. Like they take you back there, and there's an office. They take you inside the office. There's a couple of couches. There's like a shitty wooden desk. There's a man sitting in the chair, and you hear him say, like the light is kind of not quite showing his full face, but he says, "Do my eyes deceive me, or is that little Miss May?" And Booker, sitting in front of you is Booker, Lewis Booker.
Do I still have the gun to my
They're all pointing guns to you guys, and he's holding a gun as well.
So you're
And he's-
saying
And he says, "God damn, you're still alive? And look at you, starting your own little gang here. That is fucking adorable." See, here's the thing. And he spins the chamber.
She's not the leader. Just saying. She joined our gang.
as he says that, and as Luca's saying that, and he's trying to monologue, I'm gonna take this time to attempt to act, if at all possible.
I want to hear the monologue.
No monologue.
Make a perception check before you do anything.
Can you let me hear at least one monologue in this campaign?
Can we just get a monologue out?
19
everybody-
on the perception.
19. So based on the a few things. So first of all, you've got 4 people with guns pointed to your heads behind
Yep.
you, and him holding a pistol. I'm sorry, a revolver in his chair. He also has a theater full of what you assume to be his soldiers.
Yep.
With your perception, if you are to make some kind of physical attack on him right now, several innocent people are going to die, and you're all going to get shot by these members that are standing right behind you. You are free to
Right.
take whatever action you like.
Can I
Just wanna
say
keep it in
that
knowledge.
we do? What do we know about Booker? Nothing.
Actually, Luca, make a perception check.
Just Luca?
Just Luca.
It's 23.
On a 23, you kind of like your mind starts kind of racing a bit as like you see his face and pictures in your mind are kind of like flashing by. You're trying to put like, where have I seen this guy before? And then you remember this is the guy that you ran into when you were trying to save the beast that was locked in the cage that ended up killing the beast right in front of you as you tried to let it out.
Oh shit! I didn't see his face, or I just didn't know who he was at that point.
You were a kid back then.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, fucking stuff. Oh my god! Wow, that just completely mind fucked me because I thought it was a different guy. Now I just realized it's that guy. Oh my gosh! But obviously, I'm keeping it cool on the inside.
I thought that you were dead. Or actually, did I think he was dead? I forget.
No,
He
No, he left
got away.
you
He
for
tried
dead.
to kill me at this point in
tried to
time.
kill you.
What do you want?
He said, "Well, here's the thing. You got a gang, but this is my city now, and we got our own gang. Now, if you want to
Okay.
talk business, we can have that discussion. But first, I
All
gotta
right.
know, how did you even survive? I mean, after all these years."
I learned from the best.
Well,
His name is Freddie Orange. Was that his last name?
Freddy's last name is Orange.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind that. What do you want?
I didn't say his last name. I just say his name was Freddie.
He
This
says,
is Robert Paulson.
he says, well, you might not believe it, but I am impressed, May. And what do I want? And maybe it's about what you want, because maybe somehow you caught wind that I was in Sunriseport and came back for a little revenge. Maybe you wanted to start the band back up again, eh? I mean, I am open to the idea. You do got some fight in you, but... And he cocks the gun. He's not pointing at you, but he's just kind of using it as an intimidation tactic. He says, do you have the guts to pull the trigger? Or are you going to hesitate to finish the job?
Definitely pulls trigger.
Nope, I lunge at him.
Shit.
He's asking me, he's egging me on and daring me at this point. I 100% lunge at him.
Can I
Now we're all
say?
dead.
Can I say? Because I did make this. I did recognize him right before he started monologuing.
Give me a
Levlin's,
diversion.
of course, yes. Levlin's with us.
Yep.
And I recognize this guy as the guy who killed my beast friend back when I was a youngin. I want to. You say we all had guns to the back of our heads, but you never mentioned Levlin did. So can we say she's possibly going ungunned currently and maybe get a I was telling her to fucking he's monologuing, fucking get him.
Yeah, for sure. Have Levlin make a stealth roll for me.
All right, let's go Levlin. Come on, baby girl.
You got good stealth.
Let's see, what is my stealth? She's 15. Fuck yeah.
Pat. Get her face stealth.
It's 16, so 31.
Nice.
31, yeah. So, she manages to, sneak kind of behind, where he is, and if you want her to kind of make an attack at the same time, whatever May is doing, you guys can do that if you want. Is that
Actually,
what's happening? Like, you're...
Out of curiosity, because we're doing this in this way, where Levlin is trying to do something, I'm trying to do something, can we do our ultimate at this point in time, which is literally a me and Levlin thing?
You want to do a combination?
Levlin team up?
Yes.
Yes.
That would be
I think
funny.
I think it might be.
This is the one place where it would be worth it.
I will allow that based
I
on
love it.
the based on
Nice.
the roll Levlin just made. We'll use. Well, hold on. So we're gonna use that as like an initiative. For
Okay.
you guys to do this.
So do I also have to roll initiative, or how are we doing
No,
that?
we'll just use Levlin's. That's fine. But I'm going to roll for Lewis to see if he beats that initiative, because you could possibly get something off before you guys do
It's
it.
fair.
He gets a plus 16 to his perception.
I like our odds.
On a nat 3, he's not going to be able to act before you guys.
We get-
Well, at this point, let's resolve this attack now. We'll do it now.
Okay. So how does this go? I roll the attack and then Nick rolls the damage, or?
Well,
I
so
don't-
it's Caraclaw, attack roll plus 17, Booker 5d6 plus 8 slashing, and Luca 3d4 plus 3 slashing, and
Has
1d.
the attack gone up with our level, considering we've gone up a level since we got this? Because my regular attack is 18 now.
Yeah, it'll increase. So whatever it
Okay.
should be. I mean, I don't know how to calculate that, but yeah, like whatever it would normally.
So it'll be one extra, and I won't. I guess weapon specialization. This is more like a spell, so it won't be like weapon specialization. Okay. So what we say? I am doing the roll, and then
Yeah,
Followed
go
by-
for it.
Okay. Try it here. And we're gonna use the hero point. Because that was a 6. Oh yeah, that's better.
Okay, thank goodness. You were quiet for a second. I was like, oh no.
Took it a second for it to bounce around. That's a 37 to hit.
37 hits.
Does it do crit?
No, it does not.
Even though he's off guard because he hasn't acted yet?
Correct.
Damn.
All right, go ahead. You got this.
All right, so I'm just gonna do the slashing. You do the 5d6.
Okay. So remind me and everyone else what we're actually doing for this. It's a double claw attack, right? Where I'm kind of I'm kind of jumping, he's going to the other side, and we're kind of raking on both ends.
Basically, it's just a super claw attack from Levlin and the lady with the fucking metal hands.
Okay. So 5d6 on my side.
Yep. I've got 8 altogether over here.
12 on mine, so that would be 20.
And I'll do the d4 persistent bleed.
So that happens on his turn.
Okay, sorry.
Awesome. Okay,
So he'll eat 20 points of damage, and he's now bleeding.
20 and bleeding. Just remind me that he's bleeding.
Bleed, bitch. All over that white soup.
Well, he takes it and he shrugs the cat off of him, and he says, "Well, I didn't expect an immediate outburst from you, but..." And then
You did ask if I could pull the trigger.
I didn't mean on me. And he slams his fist down on the desk, and a aura comes off of him, and starts spreading throughout his entire office, and bursts
Such a bad idea.
the door open, and all of you start to feel extremely cold.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure I'm fine.
Everyone needs to make a fortitude save right now, and then we're gonna call it there, and then we'll
Oh my god, Donnie, what did we do?
We did exactly what we were going to. We fucked shit up for both of us. 24 fortitude.
Okay.
25.
Oh,
26.
I'm gonna hero point that. Nat fucking one. Oh my god.
You freeze to death right there.
Holy shit. Come on, baby. Let's not do that again. Ah, so much better. 27.
All right, so Trace and Luca, you both take 10 points of cold damage.
Cold?
So I have 3 resistance to cold.
Alright,
3 resistance. Do I take less?
Yeah, you take this. And then May and Bessie both take 20 points of cold damage.
I look over at Bessie. I told you that this wasn't a warm enough coat.
Does cold resistance 3
It's
just
more
mean
for
that,
show,
it's
not
3 less
function.
damage?
3 less, yeah, 3 less.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
You
take
said
7.
20?
20, yep.
Yeah, we take 20.
You both take 20. Yeah, so he does that. I'm gonna let him resolve the remainder of his turn.
You guys did?
And then bleed.
Yeah, so he takes what? How much bleed?
1d4 persistent bleed.
Go ahead and roll that.
Alright. 3.
And then he has to make a check at the end of his turn.
Yeah, so he's going to shoot May.
He's gonna try.
That's a 30 to hit you.
Wait a minute. So he's you said he's shooting me?
Yep.
At close range right next to me?
Yep.
Will I have an attack of opportunity available?
Yeah, I'll say yes since you just attacked him. I see you right there.
Okay. 30 is going to hit me, so let's see if I can magically crit him and stop the action.
I believe in you. That's the only reason I said
Yeah,
level over there.
Not quite, but that's a 27 to hit him.
No, it does not hit.
27 does not hit,
Yeah.
even if he's
What the
flanked
fuck?
by me and Levelin at
Correct.
this point, because Levelin was behind.
That's right.
Oof.
Guys, I think
We're
we're
starting
fucked.
this fight. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, we definitely just.
So he
He
shoots
definitely
you.
gave you a chance and said you're pretty fucked before you started.
Even then, I'm taking it. I stand by my actions.
You take 17
Yeah.
more points of damage.
Oh my god.
As I'm shot. I told you this outfit wasn't gonna last.
Did you mean like this group of people, this outfit? Like, damn it.
All right, so that's everyone can roll for initiative, and then we'll do that. Here's Booker, by the way. This picture of him.
I rolled a nat 1 for my initiative.
I didn't
You
get
have a
much
hero
better.
point?
Yeah, hero
No,
point that shit. Fuck
I'm
it.
not wasting that for initiative.
But it
End the
doesn't
session.
roll over.
You get a hero
It
point.
doesn't roll over.
You get a
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
hero
do
get a new one next time.
Yeah.
Then then definitely. Alright, that's a little better. 21.
Okay.
19.
Oh, I thought I rolled a 1 again, but it's a 7. God, I hate 7s and 6s. Why can I never add them?
I
23.
think I'm gonna try my hero point to reroll my initiative. I might as well, right?
Yeah, might as well if we get another one.
Unless it could be worse.
No, that was a little bit better. So 26 for me.
Sorry, Drace was what?
21.
Might want to use that whistle, Mike.
I'm about to, man. We're going to need it now. You're going to
You've
need
been
lots of
joking
combo
about
guy.
You've been joking about using it.
It's time.
It just calls
we're
the
about to
dragon.
get
We can
attacked by
ride the
an
dragon
army of-
immediately afterwards.
Yeah, we could escape. I think that's what we're planning on doing, right? Escaping?
Well, I don't think C is winning, so yeah.
I'm sorry,
See
what
what,
was the
how
roll
many-
for May?
19.
Can you also just say like the theater is full of these drunken men?
They're scattered throughout. I mean, they're not like in every seat.
Considering how we
ushers.
almost got our asses handed to us from a bunch of hillbillies.
Well, that's only because we underestimated them. We know.
And now
know
we are completely
about the
taken
award.
by surprise.
If we can defeat a god, we can defeat this clown.
You know what? Just
Keep it
More
up.
importantly, if we can't beat this clown, how are we going to defeat a god?
It shouldn't have taken so long, but Demont set us up.
100% Demont set us up.
Oh,
Son
definitely
of a
did.
bitch.
That was obvious.
I wonder if his fucking date book would have been like, setting up the feral hand today. Rats. Should have fucking used my hero point earlier.
Alright, how are we gonna
Should we be mad at Val and what's his face?
Lloyd.
Floyd?
So we're going to just kind of treat that round as its own thing, and then next time we'll just pick up initiative from the top of
Yeah.
the order.
Because it was. We caught him so off guard.
Alright, well,
You do not stand for monologues, man.
that's where we're gonna end it.
Thank you for running. It was a lot of fun. What are we doing for the next one?
Getting
We don't have one.
dead.
Getting killed. We don't
I
have
meant
one
like the
planned.
day.
We don't have it yet.
So wait, the 19th is Explodeville, the 17th is Society.
This
Yeah.
We could do the
Wednesday
24th.
is game night. Yeah, we can do.
I don't think I can do the 24th, unfortunately.
26th?
26th, I could work.
I had Pokemon on here as 26. Did we have something going on for that day?
We
or
didn't
what?
have anything scheduled yet, but
I don't have. What other
No.
Pokemon thing would I? I thought I have a Pokemon entry.
We
on here.
could do Tuesday.